Unfortunately today, people often prioritize the tangible things over the intangible. And because we are part of a materialistic and superficial society, we not only accept it, but we also judge ourselves based on this superficial premise. And what might happen to you is that you start to think that you are highly valuable when you are young, when you're rich, when you're popular, you have everything you want. But what if you lose it all? Are you worthless then? You know that the outer attributes and the physical looks fade away. It's inevitable. Yet they seem to be what most people value. So in this position, what should you do? Should you do whatever you can to preserve whatever it is that people value about you? Should you find a wealthier man if the first one leaves you? Or should you undergo many cosmetic surgeries to fight nature and to fight aging? Can that be a viable solution? Think about it. And if it is now, for how long it will be? Have you noticed the language used about aging? Anti-aging and anti-wrinkles? Everything anti-virus. You're made to think that aging is a harrowing descent. You're terrified about it. So what you do? You try to fight it. Endless. You inevitably lose. But you lose after consuming a lot of things. After being anxious for many years. You compared yourself to the image that the society has constructed and told you that it is the ideal. Truly want to win, you should not engage in this battle at all. You should not outsource anything that is about you to other people. People can appreciate you, true, but they should not be the one that is validating you. This is outsourcing. You respect yourself based on how people view you. Do you understand how bad this is? Do you understand how vulnerable you are when you are in this position? You become so fragile. And so you feel better about yourself when people validate you. And then you feel depressed when people don't pay you any attention. If you want to win this battle, you need to have a shift in mind. Your real value should be intrinsic, not derived from external factors. You know you can't fight against time to maintain the status quo. But regardless, you try. And some start acting insecure or place others on a pedestal because they believe they're no longer worth anything. They give up. Well, for you, I have good news. You can reclaim the power you've been programmed to outsource. You can do that. It's all up to you. Your self-worth can be entirely in your hands. You become the only person holding such power. If I know that what makes you happy is in my hand, I can take that away from you anytime. But what if your self-worth and your self-respect come from within? Even if I throw you in a jail cell, nothing will change about you. Thinking highly of yourself doesn't mean being arrogant, and it doesn't require you to be the prettiest or married to the wealthiest. Sometimes professionals, they may seem important at work, but out of it, they are nobodies. And sometimes people consider nobodies, socially and professionally, can be highly respected by everybody. The way you present yourself and interact with others reflects the value you place on yourself. People can read a lot of unspoken things about you easier than you think. So try to not allow any social pressures to make you feel inferior. We're all born the same, naked. You don't have to get angry when others do. You just have to stand up for yourself with confidence. Don't like confrontations, you're not alone. Many feminine women feel the same way. You often don't need to engage in confrontation. You can assert yourself simply by avoiding places or situations where your worth is not acknowledged. Does that make sense? Your relationship with yourself is the most important one. And it is the relationship that needs to be reconciled. Because if it is healthy, the others will also be healthy. Remember, we all start from zero. And we keep growing as long as we are working on ourselves. Start caring less about what other people think or say. Their praise is optional, not essential, and it should always be that way. Now, does that mean you should neglect the external things? The physical appearance? Absolutely not. If your physical appearance is making you feel bad about yourself, then you have nothing to prove to the society. You have only something to prove to yourself. There is something about you that you can't control. You go and change it for yourself, for your own sake. Because you want to view yourself in a better light, but without comparing yourself to others. But you're also focusing on things that will always make you feel happy about who you are. You need to unplug yourself from this system of thinking. And if you want to have a peace of mind and to not be influenced by that, try to not use social media. Social media is the weapon